Good evening. Welcome back to Stationeers. Going back, this is the second time I've played after the gas update, so we are going to try and get the water system online. I think I've actually had a hot fix since then. I think. But we'll take a look, see about getting the system online. We have a bunch of water ready to go. Oh, one moment. Got my radio on. Whoa, hey, whoa. What are we doing? Why are frames so ridiculously low? What is going on here? What is going on? Apologize. Take a look at my task manager stuff going on here. What? Why? What? Well, I don't know. We are running hot. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe it's because it's warmer out here today than normal. So let's see. Let's use one of these as a brace. Kick that up. See if I can cool off my, or provide airflow for my computer. Where the heck's the charging port? There's the charging port. There we go. I'll do that. Alright, we give that a shot, see if that helps. The problem is that the scaling on the computer is just asinine. Instead of, slowly retarding the processor and whatnot, it has to do these violent jumps. So is this gonna... Oh, I can't do this. I can't make this work. Did I? I wonder if I set my BIOS settings for work and I did not change them for... You know what? I am wondering... Okay, so I'm going to run back and check my power vent. This is going to be a little choppy for a second, and then I'm going to have to restart. It's just what's going to have to be done. Oh, wait, I don't even have the power vent on. Right? It's over here. It's over here. This is what we're dealing with. 45.3 megapascals.
Hunger caution.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm going to save, exit. We're going to try this again. I'm going to restart my computer and we're going to see. Actually, let's just not save as, save game. And wait for it to finish saving. And then we're going to go ahead and exit and we're going to try this again in a second. Please stand by. Alrighty. Back online. And stationary. Come on, OBS. Pick it up. Pick it up. There it is. There it is. So, yeah, essentially what happened is, for all intents and purposes, there's BIOS settings, and I think essentially it's overclocking. And then there's the option to dynamically adjust down if it starts getting too hot, but they really need to put some work into the thought process behind that, because it should be a matter of, like a throttle position. You're starting to overheat, you just back off gently. This is just like slamming on the brakes, and then as soon as it gets below or above the threshold or whatever for the temperature, it just slams back on the gas. There's no gentleness. So it was going from I think it was showing a clock speed of like 3.6 gigahertz, and then it was dropping down to 1.2 gigahertz. Just bam, bam, bam. That does not work. That does not work. You got to do it more slowly. You got to find that threshold. So anyway, loading up here, and we will resume, and we will have a much better frame rate, a much more stable frame rate. It might not necessarily be better, but it will be more stable. And if there's anything worse than a low frame rate, it's an unstable frame rate. By far. So, here we go. Okay, go away, command prompt. Alright, let's try this again. Try this again. So, I have 2 or 3 times now polluted my base with hydrochloric acid because I have been blowing through airlocks. And I don't know why, but last time I was just being a complete idiot, and I was the external airlocks I was blowing through. So, okay, yeah, look at that, 20 frames per second. Not great, but it's stable. So, and my arm is sticking to the table, so that makes for fun there. So, real good. Okay, and okay. All right, we're doing good here. So I don't think I'm going to have too much problem with the pressure. It is going down, so that means I am processing. So what I'm trying to get away from, this right here, this pipe essentially. I'll probably still have my. I'll probably have a suit dock here. Actually, is what I'll do. Instead of carrying it around with me, but oh, right, trader outside, if I remember correctly, has liquid nitrogen. Got my suit on. Turn that on. Okay. I'm gonna verify that. Has bulk liquid nitrogen. It's at a premium, but I'm gonna deal with it. So we have our liquid tank that has 100 liters of liquid nitrogen, so we already got it. And it's cold enough that we froze some stuff. Which, that is not too great, if I'm being honest. So, what I want to do, then, is probably set up some liquid filters.
Temperature high.
Okay. Alright, so, oh, yeah, and we have liquid filter over here for the alcohol. Well, no, for the water. We're pulling water out. And all that fun stuff. So, liquid filters, if I am not mistaken, part of the filtration kit. Nope, they're their own thing. And that's out of a tier 1 pipe bender, so we don't actually need to... hey, look at that. That's liquid tank. Am I still trying to build those? I have a feeling I might. Yeah, I need steel. Okay. Good to know, good to know. We need steel. Now let's... we have enough there. We have enough there. So what I'm hoping... hoping, dear Lord, is that I don't botch that. That's not what I need. Oh, wait. Silicon. I think I already grabbed that, so I'm going to go ahead and dump that. Steel. Grab this. Alright, so I did not throw any extra coal out. I don't know if I have any extra iron. Extra iron would just spit it out at this point. Extra coal would have soured the mix. So we're doing okay. Just gonna take this. Do I have a? You know what? Let me landing pad atmospherics. We already got what we need, so we're gonna drop that there. What I need to do is grab the brown. This is our dirty water. That's what we're gonna do here. And I think for now we are okay. So all these topped off. I think we are good on our pipe for the moment. At least that type of pipe. I'm gonna put up steel frames.
Hydration critical.
Oh, yeah, food. You should eat and drink. And steel sheets. Hang on. Liquid filtration. Regular pipe and cable coil. Cable coil I need more of. So, yeah. Drop that there and that there. That there. Okay. Probably really need more than those, but that's all I've got. Oh, and I need a regular pipe. What was it? 2 each? 2 each. Okay, so I can deploy 3. Alright. Alright. Let's go eat, drink, and be merry. And then work on our liquid filtration. Okay. All right. Good time to drink some coffee. Eat some food. Probably need to wear oh yeah, I do need to shower because my hygiene is now below the threshold of having the little icon. Okay, we're good. I probably need to do something with my plants, but I'm going to leave them as is for now. Furnace. Okay, we're happy in here. Let's go outside. I'll go ahead and blow a little bit of air out, doesn't matter. Okay. Steel. I guess we can go check on the steel. $450. Oh yeah, good. So I didn't spoil the mix. There we go. This will spit it out. Okay. And we can turn this on and zero it out. There we go. So I have to work on this system a little bit, and I saw somebody mention using digital valves, and that might actually work. Maybe it's just a matter of spitters are quitters, yep. That's right. Okay, steel, turn you on. I'll just drop the steel here, even though I could have stole it from there, but whatever. Whatever. Okay, we're making tanks. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? Whoop, can't go in there. So I want my waste pipe. So this is the waste pipe. So that has to be relocated. Huh. This is a double padded window. That is outside. So what I'm going to do. My waste pipe. No, let's actually do this. And let's have this connect. Is that going to be good? Right to the window. Right past the window. I think that's fine. There we are. Yeah, let's leave that as is. Okay. I should have jumped up the other side, but whatever. Do I want to deploy some tanks here? So this is nitrogen, which is here. How do I want to do this? Tank against the back wall. The ones that I'm going to have problems with liquefying. This is hydrochloric acid, right? Okay. There we go. That'll work. I'm going to have a condensation valve on one side. Okay. Turn the AC on. Alright, we are going to rip up this panel. Hopefully I can slide in. Aha! There we are. Okay, so we've got a double window here, and that'll work. That'll work. That looks a little goofy, but fine. Alright, so here's our brown pipe. Let me out! Let me out! Let me out! Okay, so this right here. It's polluted. I have to be careful. This is an iron frame, isn't it? Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I don't like. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to brown pipe it here. I'm going to do a There we go. There's 3. I think coming over this way will be fine. Right against the wall. So we can do this. That will not be 3, that'll be 2. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. So now... Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you going? Okay. We'll go ahead and throw this in. Okay, so we can walk that back, but I'm going to want to do that want to do something about these iron frames. Try to swap them out, possibly. But we now have the pipe inside. The pipe is inside. So now we can work with it from the comfort of our own base. Oh dear. Now anyway, I gotta think about what I'm going to do. Our pressure's almost zero there. Wait, who needs an airlock? All right, here's another tank. We're gonna go ahead and drop that in for the moment. Oh, good. I do have condensation valves. That's awesome. Oh, wait. That's gas to liquid. Okay. Yep. Okay. Heat exchangers. I'm going to have to do that. Always nice to put the pipes inside. Oh, yeah. We talk about the same thing? Probably. Okay. All right. Let's pull out the insulated pipe. Insulated liquid pipe. And no, put your screwdriver away. Stop playing with your screwdriver. 200 pipe, because we are going to go through a phenomenal amount of that. Okay. Next up, what do we want to do? We've got a lot of, we've got a lot of white paint. Do I have a paint gun? I'm actually surprised I don't have the paint gun. Paint. Spray gun? Spray gun. Steel, Invar, silicon. Steel. The Invar, I imagine, there it is. No, that's solder. Oh, wait, Invar's in the... Yeah, never mind. Invar's in here. Invar and silicon. I don't have any silicon. Well, I have silicon here, but I don't have Invar. I have Constantan. I could probably whip some up pretty easily. Invar is nickel and iron. So nickel, I think, is this one. That's lead. Nickel, 26. Got that. Iron, 25. Got that. So we could actually make some Invar. Okay, we're going into this guy. I think 6 came out of that. Okay, that's not quite what I wanted to do. Alright, what do we got? We've got... That's 200 iron. This should be 250 nickel. That means we are 1 iron short, if I am correct. Which is what we're supposed to. Yes, no, maybe. Yes, no, maybe. Okay. Oh! I'm 1 short on both. That's unusual. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Oh, okay. That was the first one that came out. So now we're temperature matching, I think? Pressure matching. Pressure matching. Otherwise I'd have both of these on. Input and output, it's circulating air trying to get to temp. Just in, it is finding the pressure. Which I forget what INVAR is. INVAR is 19 megapascal. So it's almost there. Almost. Come on. Come on, creep up. I have this pulling in very slowly just so I don't have any weirdness with overpressuring. There we go. We are temperature matching again. So basically I alternate between temperature matching and pressure matching and back and forth until both are satisfied. Because we're trying to get that green light. Which, how are we doing? Furnace here is needs. Wait a minute. This needs to be like 1300. What's it doing? Oh, did it really lose that much temperature? Oh wait, you lost temperature. Oh, well, this might take a little while, but it's going to be temperature matching, pressure matching, temperature matching, pressure matching. That's okay. That is okay. Never satisfied. Okay. Here's a start. Liquid filtration is the next thing on the list. Liquid filtration. Give me the kits. Liquid filtration. I guess just 10. Actually, that's probably a little overkill. Let's do 5. 5 is fair. That's why we need the airlock. Okay. Why am I going this way? My waste water, or my waste liquid pipe is over here. Crap. And this is the particular reason that I grabbed that. Okay, another 20. Alright, how do I want to do liquid filtration? I guess I could run it maybe like right here. More or less, maybe a little. Can I run it across the back? I think these tanks are in the way. Yeah, tanks are in the way. Unless I went up. Or pulled them forward. Maybe that's the call, is to pull them forward off the wall. Yeah, let's do that. Pull it off the wall. Yeah. There we go. There might be a little fun with the initial getting it where it needs to be. So T-junction. And let's actually do a 3. I put the that in the wrong spot. So we'll do that. Oops, what am I doing? There's that. Now this. Whoop, 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 whoop. Coffee junctions. Yeah, I like coffee. I forget how the... Yeah. So what are we going to have here? Oh, this is going to be filtered, so I need to color some of these pipes. So I need a liquid filtration kit. Or, just go with the model here. I'm assuming this is the waste output. This is the input. So it is exactly the same, more or less. It's just it's bulkier. Whoa. Basically, it's the same as this. So the left side is going to go to that. And then there will be a... So I'll do this. Assuming this is 3, let's go look and see. I haven't built enough of these by far to know how they're measured. So, oh, okay. All right, so it is 3 small units. 3 small grid units with the filter output in the center. Okay. So, yeah, so chop one of these out. And there we go. That is the input. And then this will be, I think it goes like this to the output. The unfiltered output, that is. And I don't know if volume pumps would be helpful in this case. It very well could be. And then after this point, we would have our real stuff come from here, wrap around, and into there. So, okay. 3. 3 will work. 5. 3. What's it going to be? It's going to T on the main junction. Stupid ladybug. Get on my armpit. Okay, there we go. Alright, so for the next one. That'll work. That'll work. And then we can just pull this forward. So this is for the NOS. That one has the potential because of the low requirements for condensation. These temperatures aren't going to be a problem, but I could actually, you know what, ladybugs in space, yeah, they're everywhere. They infested me in here. So how is our, you know what, we can almost, I really need to do something with the atmospherics overall. But I think what we can do is jump down here, grab some glass, and this... Actually, I want to try something. I want to try something. Should probably shower or decontaminate. Yeah. Might be a good idea. Door kit. It's just copper and iron. There's iron. Do I have any copper? Am I out of copper? Or is it all in my... Oh, that's fascinating. Just pass through corporal material. Fascinating. Throw that in there. Throw that... Wrong machine. Wrong machine. Whoa, I went through the machine. That was impressive. Door. So here's what I was thinking. I want a door that is airtight, but potentially just openable. Composite roll cover. I want to see what this looks like. Oh, wait a minute. What? Okay, so that is very confusing. That's definitely no door. Okay. Misinterpreted what that was supposed to be. So I guess that leaves me with basically a manual hatch. Now, can I do that? Or is the cable here is going to be in the way? Do I change how the cable comes into this room? I can do that. We are not building anything, so we can get away with that. I'll tee this in differently. There might be a little bit here of some redundancies, but that's fine. That is fine. 1, 2. Might look a little silly, and that's okay. My whole base looks silly, so what the heck? Yeah, I got any minute here. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. There's that. Now, door. Yeah, there we go. This is what I want. Of course, I need iron sheets and ladders. I think I want ladder. I think. Iron sheets right there. So service door. And I can open and close the door from the ladder. Awesome. That is awesome. So, okay, instead of a window, it'd be a crowbar, no, angle grinder. Ladder, let's see. My concern with this is not being able to pass it. I guess I need a door over here. Alright. So, maintenance hatch that remains airtight under normal circumstances. I think that's fair. I think that is fair. Door. I will make a few of these because I have a feeling I might make use of them. And then 5. Hold a pipe bender. What do we need? Iron, gold, and copper. There's that. Spit this out. Okay. I have enough for 3. I need more iron. Need more iron, so I should probably make some more iron. Because I don't think I have... Well, maybe I got some... Did I throw some in? No, not that. This. I didn't throw any in here. Silicon and invar, right? No, silicon and steel. Okay. Oh, there's some iron right there. So that will get me, yep, what I need. Liquid filtration, take that with me. Okay, close the door. Now, if I wanted to walk by, oh, good, that does work. Good, 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 good. That was what I was worried about. Now, manual hatch. Awesome. Of course, you know what? Just had a realization. Might have to put a ladder or something here. Is it a wrench? Angle grinder. So this one I might have to climb up on the side or something, or maybe, you know, no. This is what I'll do. So this is going to look a little goofy. We're going to have 2 of them. Top layer, bottom layer. Or maybe just the bottom layer. Maybe I don't even need to have access up top. I'll consider it. But I've got that right there. Well, I mean, this particular doesn't make much sense because there's no airlock in between these 2 rooms. So that may have been superfluous. But what dumb shit would do that with an airlock? Let's put it here. And this needs to come up. Because that doesn't even make any sense.
Hunger caution.
Hunger caution. Oh, that's going to be a little trippy. It's a trip hazard. Composite type wall. That. There we go. Okay, that leaves this as a single space when I finally actually deploy it. And we can have isolation. At some point I've got to do something about air handling. Ooh. What's a thought? That is a thought. Okay, liquid filtration. I picked one up, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. This way. So, input, waste output, and then the other one. Good. Use screwdriver. Okay. And then another chip. Chip for the same thing. Okay. Alright. All this because I want to... Okay, we are ready to put the glass back in here. Do that. Got an airlock here. I need to get power over to this airlock. But I think otherwise we are ready to go. Okay. Error in config. I haven't named anything. So let's name. This will be, it doesn't really matter. This is Atmo vent. Atmo room. You know what? Let's just call it Atmo room. And then main area. Main hall? Main hall. Main hall. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, flip this back on. Exterior is going to be the main hall. Interior is going to be the Atmo room. Gas sensor, we're going to go 0 and 0. That's how we're doing it. We are going to undo that. Okay. Cycle to exterior. We now have containment. I think that's good. We'll power that off. I do have to get power to it eventually, but this room now is isolated.
Waste tank
Wait,
caution.
that's not. Figure out how I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to poo a little bit of air back in. Maybe if I do that. Well, I guess I've kind of been doing that the whole time, haven't I? We'll come up with a system. We are pollutant and hydrochloric. Oh, actually, we don't have any more hydrochloric. We're just down to NOS and pollutant. Albeit a very, very, very small amount. Because we're down to less than 0.4 kilopascals. So we'll let that run for a little bit longer. We're almost done. Almost completely done with that. I guess we can eat, drink, and be merry. Alright. So we're getting slowly to where we need to be. Should have the filtration kits. I need to grab more plumbing. Need filters. But I want to get the liquid nitrogen in. And that way... Very good. That way I can heal my lungs. And then stop running around in the... Well... I might still have to run around in my spacesuit because I'm an idiot. But... Still down to very, very little. We're almost there. Almost there. Almost there. I gotta stop blowing through the airlocks, though. That's what it amounts to. At least until I get the base cleaned. Which might be a little more fun. Alright, so liquid filtration. Right now I am only worried about the liquid nitrogen, because that's what I'm going to be dealing with. Let's go over here, and do I have some grading? I do have some grading. One grading. Okay, and wall. Wall. I think I can put the ladders up for now. Iron sheets, I'll set them there. Oh, and who says? Yep, I says. Nitrogen. Search nitrogen. Liquid. Am I losing my nerds here? Do these filter? Okay, so it's the same filter. Okay, I guess I'm mistaken. I thought the liquid filters were different. Oh, that's good. Means I can make use of some of the filters I have on standby. Right? Yeah, I guess water and polluted water are technically gas filters. Technically gas filters. Excuse me. Wow. So if I take you, stuff you in there, and there's another one blowing around. Here. Darn it. I know what I forgot. Okay. I forgot about my black paint. Got my radio in the background just in case they call a Skywarn net. There's the threat of some severe weather, so I want to be prepared. Okay, there's black. What's the other one? NAS and dang it, water and pollutant. So water, it's already blue. Okay. Pollutant and NAS. There we go. Now the problem being, that might be a problem. I need more pipe. Even the 200 I printed off isn't probably going to be enough. I'll take all I can. Well, I guess I do have some here, so. Calculator's sticking to my fingers for some reason. We still have gas in the room. Very, very little, but we still have gas. We still have gas, you hear that? Okay. Alright, so got a tank here. NAS, got a tank here, and then we'll pull this out for the water. We'll have a tank there. Okay, so first things first. Go out one. And you are going to go out here. 1, 2, and turn. 1, 2, and turn. You're going to turn here, and I think this is 5. There we go. That'll work. Once it has power. Because we have liquid nitrogen in here. Good. I don't know if any other stuff's going to free up, but... Okay, filtration. There. Regular old pipe. This and this. And then brown. Leroy Brown. Okay. That's good enough for this. This is pollutant. Oh, goodness. 5. There's that, and then there's that. Okay. Here. Brown pipe is going to be, I think I do 3. Then I do a straight. And then I do another third. Well, 3 if I was going to worry about something, but we'll go. We're going to do here. Oh, actually. Yeah, there is something there. So, I'm going to stick with that. Ooh. I got to figure out how I'm going to get the waste on that side. Because it's going to be a T here. And this is actually going to have to go up. Then I'll glide it across this wall. Okay. Good start. Small pipe. Forward. Here. This is the T-junction. 3. Do that, and we will do that. And then what do we have left? Oh, a single pipe section. Okay. So we've got brown over here. I'm going to run out of pipe. There's the end of that. This is water. It's 1. Nope, it's 2. It's 2. And then in. Okay, so that's the, I can actually use, yeah, because I don't need the blue anymore because it is tar. There. So brown pipe all the way around, brown pipe all the way around. 3, I'm not going to worry about liquid carbon dioxide at the moment. Okay. Alright. There's pollutant. Which, guess what? I got pollutant filters just laying here. Got water filters just laying here, too? Yeah, might as well put this. I can build it. I can build it. I can build it! Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Yep. Yeah, a little bit at a time. Little bits at a time. Very, very little. Okay. Oh, yeah. How are we doing on 0.4 Pascal? And we are down to the stuff. Oh, wait, did I see pollutant, or is that just because I hovered over I may have hovered over that. Okay. So it looks like I can actually turn this guy off, open up this valve, And we can deconstruct this guy, I guess. So what is in here is normal good stuff. There. Okay, next room we can decontaminate would be the Atmo room over here. Okay. And I'm going to make it real easy. There's a... Where's the... That. Do. Okay, it's ready to go. And then we just need... This is... technically, it's not in the way of anything. Technically, it's not in the way of anything. But do I have any... Well, I technically have gas pipe laying there. Not what I want, but I have gas pipe laying there. Okay. Should have brought some with me. But now whatever my greenhouse is spitting out, I will have oxygen in here. How are we doing over here? We are... Okay, I'm not going to worry about it. Do need some of this. I'm going to grab the brown pipe, of course. Water pipe I need to... guess give its own little thing too. I need more of that for sure. I do have condensation valves too. Okay. So right now I've got four separate rooms. In there I'm not decontaminating anything. I almost feel like a wireless battery here would be fine. Okay. Okay, press inward and turn on. There we are. We are going to suck this room down to a vacuum. Probably pretty, well, I'd say relatively quickly. Actually, very quickly. I'm impressed. But that'll clean up this room. I'll take that vent once it's a full vacuum in here and put it in the production room, I guess. And I don't know if I've got a good way of getting, technically speaking, I can push it into the... Ooh, I don't know if I want to do that. I could push it into the furnace. The furnace line, the hot gas line, but the problem with that is it's going to cool it, and then I'm going to have to heat it. And oh, I guess heating it's easier than cooling it. So we are down to nothing. least nothing but oxygen. Okay. Alright, we are looking like a full vacuum in here. Good. Full vacuum. I left that up there for... oh, that was that. Okay, we are looking good. Looking good. Grinder to pull the plastic sheets off. And crowbar? Wrench. Wrench to take the electronics out. And then the hand drill to take that out. Good. Okay. Ready to go. Might slip a wireless... what am I doing? Wireless battery in. Just so I don't have to deal with this anymore, but that does mean I would have to put a transmitter over here somewhere. This doesn't make any sense to actually have in, but maybe eventually I'll have an airlock between these two rooms. So here we are. Yeah, we're pure oxygen, which is frightening. How about you? The waste gas does come over here. So technically speaking, I could throw a vent in under the stairs. The other place I could do it would be to do this, throw it in there. Throw it in here, have it processed, and some... yeah, I might do that. I might do that. It's a little crazy over here, but that's fine. And that's just a passive vent, just laying there. Now, active vent. See, this is kind of the problem I have with that. We can do this. We can do that. Okay, electronics. Screwdriver. Plastic sheets and a welder. There we go. We are ready to go. Hook up the power. Light the hoop on fire. There's that. And then we'll pull this out. Okay, let's do that. And set inward and turn on. So hopefully that's not going to reduce the temperature in there by too much. But it should pull the remaining crap out of the air here. Which I think this is basically the furthest away. So we're 49 Pascal and lowering. Not too bad, not too shabby. But this is all just to decontaminate the base and I guess start isolating it more. But with that, that does mean that I'm going to have to start controlling my air mix, which is going to be fun. Got to figure out how I want to do that. Because one way I could do it would be... there's many different ways to skin a cat. I'll just put it that way. For instance, I could have a single pipe that's got a gas mix in it of stuff I want. Carbon dioxide, nitrogen, oxygen. I could have it feed into like filters. And they say... oh, the air mix isn't good enough. I'm going to turn on and pull some into the room. I could have 3 separate pipes Or I could have just an air mix pipe that blows into the room and have a filter suck out excess. I really don't know. Seems like having 3 separate pipes would actually be the correct call, but that's 3 pipes, so I don't know. Something to think about. Which way do I want to do it? Or I could do it different in every single room. That'd be hilarious. Okay, large battery. Large battery. Let's go ahead and change that out. There's a wireless battery. You know what? I'm going to grab that. I'm going to trade that out with this guy. So for now, we're going to operate wirelessly. And I think it's actually, it's going to discharge because I'm a little too far away from the nearest power transmitter. But we could do something about that. Now, nuclear battery for the welder. So let's put a small battery here. Nuclear batteries are probably, yeah, there's one. Nuclear. What's that? Okay. Power transmitter. Let's do that. Power transmitter, Omni, and that is from the electronics printer. Gold, copper, steel. So we'll just say Omni. Single one, maybe 2 actually, from the electronics printer, and that needs gold, I know. Copper and steel. Got enough steel. And there's the copper. Whoa, overshot. Overshot. Okay. Make that spray gun before I forget. Did the Invar roll over here? Having a hard time. Spray gun. Spray gun. Just build one. That's all I need. And then you spit out. There's the Omni. So I got the one over here. I think I really need one over here. Actually, I have no idea how I'm pulling power in. It's a little disturbing in its own way. I need to get my power figured out. My utility lines, they're scary. Okay. Got one here. Got one here. Got one up there. I don't think that I have one back here. Maybe I do. No, I really need one like over here. Or even maybe just down here. But let's see if this is good enough. Is that close enough? Not close enough. Wrong tool. Let's put one here then. There we go. That should be... It's not close enough. That is ridiculous. Fine, I'll put it a little closer. This is getting sad. $59.60. Okay. Wait, what? Well, I'm gonna let that ride for a little bit. So I feel like it should be enough. Feel like it should be enough. Hey, Senegal, welcome aboard. Well, yeah, I've never tried it in an APC. Maybe I'm just overdrawing it. But all my tools, my portable light, that sort of stuff. Well, not my welder, but everything else that I don't use and abuse is all wireless batteries, and it seems to do okay. I do have to pepper them throughout the base, but this is the first time actually throwing it into a area power controller. You know what? I could actually do it over here too. See if maybe it's not enough, or is enough. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Furnace room. Furnace room. And composite door, this will be production room. And production room. Okay, let's go ahead and flip the switch here. Turn you on, and let's configure. So we will make the furnace room the exterior room. Not that it matters. And production the interior. And set these both to 0. Now this is a problem. I should have... Yeah, okay. Just realized.
Hunger caution.
Oh, we're 7 below in here. We're the 3 gases that we're interested in. I might be okay with this. Yep, okay, I'm okay with that. We got the pollutant and the NOS out. And yeah, this is discharging. Okay. Wonder if maybe they don't work in this situation. But if I turn that off, we're at 89%. Hopefully when it comes back, it's up. You done? Oh, looks like you are done. You're spitting out. You're even off. So now we can say 0. Give me my invar. And where'd my iron ore go? I wonder if it actually got sucked up. If I made enough of a vacuum to pull it, or did it get wedged somewhere? I don't see my iron ore anywhere. Okay. I'm alright with that. Do we have anything in this room? Nope. Nope. We are complete vacuum, so we can turn this off. Shit! Don't do that. Dumb shit. Wrong switch. Okay. Alright, it's hot. Okay, what we got? 89%, so I'm thinking that these don't actually function in the APCs. I'm disappointed. Because if I pull this out, 90%, yeah, so it's charging. It is charging. If I stand over here, even further away, 91, so it's charging. So it doesn't charge in the APC. I feel that that's a bug. Yeah, I agree. I feel that's a bug. Realistically, I don't... This almost kind of makes sense for just controlling, well, for literally having a battery bank for your airlock. That's kind of neat in a sense, but kind of a unique use case, because, yeah, I don't know. So, I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I guess whatever. I can pull it out to charge it or something, drop it on the floor. Oop. Okay. Alright. Good. We have... Our base is clean. Clean air. We have airlocks. We have isolation between rooms. We don't have a way to... Yeah, I agree. The devs probably did not envision the use of an APC that didn't have inbound line power. Yes, I agree. I'm just nutty like that. But it does solve the problem of temporarily needing power in a area you might not have utility power yet. So, that being said, I could do this one and just drop it on the floor. That'll charge. And do I consider putting in an airlock at some point? I might. Just put it right here. And I can't because that pipe's right there. That would block the door. Whatever. So, eat, drink, be merry. Yeah, eat, drink, be merry. So that means this is the last room that's contaminated. Eat, drink, be merry, make another loaf of bread. Oop, smack my face into a wall. Bread. Oh, I need flour. Okay, well, you know what that means I need to do is switch this around. Okay, switch over and just loaf of bread. I'm gonna have to make some oil here soon. Running around naked with my jetpack on. Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Now, combustor. Okay, so they haven't yet. Yep, they have not yet added, because I know they were talking about a combustor variant with a liquid input. Doesn't seem like they've added it. Let's see. Am I coming over here? I can't remember precisely why I'm coming over here. Need to get the liquid nitrogen going. Maybe that's why I'm over here. How do I want to run the water or the power? That's another thought. Using the hotkey to put the suit and helmet on, or is it your mouse? Oh, actually what I'm doing is I'm using the G key. So if you have something in your hand highlighted and you press G, it'll go into an appropriate slot. So let's see, I can take off my backpack as uniform as an example. So I can take the uniform off, and then I just press G, and it goes to that slot in particular because that's where it likes to be. So that's how I'm doing that. And I'm also right-clicking on these to pull them to and fro your inventory. Let's go up. Go up another level. Up and up. So this is where I'll run the water power line. That sounds ridiculous saying that. The water power line. The liquid power line. Yep, I with the number slots, I accidentally found that out once, so that I can't complain. I can't complain. All right, let's wrap this under the staircase, nice and neat. And we will have a little bit of a spaghetti thing going on here. Not too bad, though. This will get us... Oh, that's the wrong way. A little bit of power. A little bit of power. And then let's do that. There we go. Okay, so I have power over to the nitrogen filter. So if I turn this on, it should start filtering this out. That's actually, that is moving. Dang. I like that. We've got some good temperatures. All right. That is hauling. That is moving really freaking fast. I love it. We are actually condensing because of the pressure. Cool. I think. Yeah. That's what it's supposed to be doing, is condensing. Good. Now we are evaporating off, which is cooling it further. Which hopefully, I don't know at what point this stuff becomes problematic for quantity. But that certainly is a concern. Maybe I need to keep a certain amount of pressure in. I don't know. All right. What else do I have in here? I have liquid oxygen, and I have solidified other things. Do I want to just... Maybe I will just... I don't think these things need a volume pump. Not like the gas filters. Not like the gas filters. There we go. Oh, exactly what I needed. I'll go ahead and turn you on, even though I don't think you're going to do anything. Wait. Did you just deleted the pollutant that was in there? I guess. Okay. I guess I won't complain. How did I get... Oh, okay, yeah. The other bit is gaseous. Okay. So now I have liquid nitrogen to fix my lungs. Okay. Alright, we have 4 kPa in here. Do I want to continue getting the filters going? I might. Why do I have so much oxygen? Well, so much oxygen is kind of relative. Alright, let's... I need plain water pipes, right? Plain water pipes, insulated water pipes. Plain iron pipes are iron. Plain iron pipes are iron. That was awesome. Do I have iron there? No, I don't. Throw iron in here. While that's spitting out, let's pull out the... I don't need too much pipe. Liquid pipe kit. I don't need that much. I'll just order up 40 of them. Gold. Thought I had iron in you. You don't have anything. Oh, did I? Where? Oh. Weird. Actually, I don't think I need that because you've got steel. No, you don't have steel. Yeah, I got lots of steel right here. Steel. And this must be the silicon that I've got. It's a fair amount of silicon. That looks pretty creepy in a way under the stairs. The shadow. Almost looks like a monster under the stairs. Wish there was a steel equivalent for pipes like there is for sheets. Steel pipe. Yeah, I do agree. Otherwise, it does get expensive. Okay, now I've got a spray gun. I'll go ahead and slap it in there. Okay, regular liquid pipe, so that's for building up. Wow, I got a lot of junk here. I almost need another shelf for the liquid. For the liquid side, let me do that. Invar, let's drop on the floor, so we don't need it. I need more pipe valves, so actually, I wouldn't have any over here. Well, let's just drop you on the floor. Put you here. Insulated liquid pipe, let's do that. So liquid pipe. There's quite a few that we need, so let's do 200 again. I'm gonna need this. I have to print off more of that. Oh, pipe valve, that's what I wanted. Well, we're gonna wait for the pipe valves. Brown pipe. Need the brown pipe. I need a stack of regular pipe. Pile of crap here. Gee, throw the... Oh, that's... Jeez. Any more silver? Okay. Looks like I got all the silver. Is that? Oh, okay. Eject. 500 steel and steel. Yeah, clearly steel. Lord. Alright. I have that also configured. You know what? I'll take that, take that. I get started with that. Warming up in here because we don't have enough atmo to deal with anything. Okay, come on. Give me my last stack here, then we'll go put a couple more filters, or at least get them prepped. Now I gotta figure out what I want to do for the water process. Where to run with that. So I can keep it the same way. This is my fuel pipe. So I could always run this to the combustor. But the problem I have... do they actually have gases? And let's go with water, because this is what we're going to be dealing with. So we're going to be dealing with primarily alcohol and oxygen. And alcohol as a liquid, well, it decomposes into volatiles, so that's part of the problem. Because volatile and oxygen sorry. Wait a minute, where? CH4 and... Now, CH4 and oxygen should actually, quite frankly, combust into water, but apparently there's no mention of that. Okay. No distilled alcohol in this game. Yeah. So the alcohol will evaporate to volatile. So that's part of the problem I'm going to be facing. Wow, big frame drop there. Okay. So liquid filtration for this guy who's actually in the wrong spot. You are supposed to be here. You will be here. Brown pipe. One, two, and then turn a few. Okay, you can go to 10, I believe. 5. And you will go down in history. There. Okay, got the brown pipe. That goes again over here to liquid oxygen, and then to liquid methane. Okay. Your liquid NOS. Not 10. 5. Okay, there's that. And then I got to figure out how I want to do the condensation valve. This one, very likely to condense. So do I want to... Maybe I'll do it at like this level. That way I can still run through. See how this looks. Three. Okay, that's manageable. All right, here's that. Let me I don't have the green with me, so I'll crack open this pipe, throw this down. This is way overkill for just what I'm doing. Oh crap. Okay. Five. It's not as clean as I'd like it to be. There we go. So now if we condense, we will drop over here. And likewise, this. Oh, we're going to throw you here, so we can throw you here. So we can do this. There we go. Okay, do that. Getting distracted. Go one. Okay, there we go. We're preparing. We're preparing. That's all. Okay, water. That will be. Okay, it's going to be. Let's do this. Do that. Okay. 1, 2. T. And then a straight pipe and a straight pipe. Okay, there's that. Now we'll do this, get this ready. Actually, do this with a 3, right? There's that. Then this condensation valve. Just how I want it. There we go. We are ready to rock and roll with that. Eventually, I'll have to put a heat exchanger on this. I got to figure out how I'm going to do that. I'm going to have a hot and a cold. I'm going to have a hot line, going to have a cold line, and then we're going to heat and condense. Heat and cool what we need to. That's the 4 filters, right? That I had planned out. Do I have any more? Oh, those are all volume pumps. Okay, yeah, that's all the filter kits. Not all the condensation valves, but all the filter kits. So that's a start. It's a start. Now, hydrochloric acid. What else do I have? Ozone. Let's see. What are the new things that I don't have covered yet? So I don't have hydrazine. Let's see, I don't have hydrazine, helium, silanol, ozone. Did I say? Hydrazine, helium, silanol, ozone, sodium chloride. Technically, that's 5. 5 more tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly what I need. Okay, so this room will literally be tanks. Production room is right there. Oh, I don't even have these hooked up. Huh. Yeah, I could probably afford to do that. Okay. Figure out how I want to combust. Do I want to? I probably want to take the combustion local. Okay, good. We got lots of liquid pipes. So we have black. We've got green. We've got yellow. And we've got brown, mostly all the way there. The liquid pipes at the moment. Red's coming over. White's coming over. Green. I think that's all we need. Bring some more regular stuff over. Okay. Alright, so we have green in between the red and the white. Green in between the red and the white. Okay. Alright, red. Okay. Green. White. Red. Okay. Green. White. Red. Of course, red is the furthest away. Okay. Alright. Yep, here we go. One, two, three. Followed by a 5. And then we will, of course, we'll have the T. There's that. This will be that. 2. There's that. Okay, now we're going to have the green. Just already ready to go. Go like this. Here we are. Okay, now we need more pipe. Imagine that. More pipe already. Go through pipe like crazy. I'm doing really good on temperature. Okay, green. Green does not need to come home. You know what? Let's do that, and that'll remind me that green doesn't need to come home. Both stacks don't have to come home, that is. Okay, got our liquid nitrogen. We're happy with that. Okay. Get up here. Ah! Wrong button. There's 10 and that plugged straight in. That's good. What's that? Nice. It worked out perfectly. Although I probably... Well, no, I do have a... Dang it. I'm having a hard time here. I don't know why. It's not actually letting me cut through this. That's alright. Okay. That is fine. That is fine. Okay. Alright, so we've got... What's our brown pipe looking like? We're down to oxygen and carbon dioxide in the pipe at very minuscule amounts. Okay. I don't think I'll have any condensation here. But that's got to be... Gotta figure out how I'm going to do that. Eat, drink, be merry. I do need to move my waste pipe here eventually. I don't think this actually off-gasses anything, so that's cool. How's my... Let's throw the waste tank in here. There we go. Eat, drink, be merry. Getting the Atmo room going. That's good. Now, as promised by the stream title of water process, I gotta figure out what I want to do with that. Of course, the other part is my liquid alcohol is in this room. Well, not this room, but the right there. So my liquid alcohol is right here. Do I just set that into a brown pipe? Maybe I set that into the brown pipe and then filter alcohol. I could have the polluted water get pulled off of that. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, cryo-tube. I don't think I can go into this without... Okay, so I need to have a breathable atmosphere. And I also need to have a liquid nitrogen. Oh, mask, huh? Okay. Connections. Pipe input, liquid input, connection. Okay. So the cryotube is going to require a breathable mix. Got to think about that. Now, alcohol exists only in liquid state. Sodium chloride is solid or liquid. Okay, so yeah, it's solid, liquid, or yeah, pollutant. Okay. So I've got two liquid onlys basically. Because yeah, these are fine. Helium cannot be any other state than gas because it's just you can't get to that temperatures. So we have a gas only. We have two essentially liquid onlys. So maybe they'll be in their own little combined chamber. I'm guessing that's how I'll do it. Let's go ahead and liquid. Oh goodness. The liquid pipes are adding up here. Oh goodness. Well, that's what you get. Liquid filtration. That's gonna come in handy. Pipe valves. Before I forget, pipe valves. Valve. Pipe valve. From the hydraulics printer. And copper. Well, I got that. Oh, keep tripping over it, but I got it. There we go. 10 pipe valves. Good. 10 pipe valves. Do I need to... Any point for me to bring back... Jeez. These are good for now. Okay, we're good. And you're the extra. Alright, probably put the combustor in its own room. Its own vacuum. the hot gas pipe. Okay, there we go. There's some valves. What we needed. Let's do... I'm going to do this. What I'm going to do is pull this wall. And if it'll let me hit the... Oh, I'm going to have to pull the... So that's a geometric wall. That was just, okay. Spray paint it so I know where that's at. Good golly. There we are. Okay. So the weight frame is the middle of this, and it goes to either direction. I could probably do something underneath. That's kind of what I'm going for. Let's see what we got. Where? Oh. You know what? I just realized. Be a sidewall. Okay. I could make it so that I punch out this side and go through and do something else. Because I have a tank here, a walkway here, and then 3 tanks over here. With a serviceway. Okay. That's a thought. That's a thought. It's a thought. You know, I'm gonna take a break here in a second. I think. I wanted the water online. Luckily, I'm not struggling for it. Hotline. I'm trying to think of how to run. I guess I could run a hotline through the service conduit here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust this just a little bit. There. A little bit more manageable. And this is just temperature, right? Yeah, from my jetpack. Yeah. That's all that is. Okay. We can run through cables. Or we can go up and over and pretend that it actually matters. Go up. So we just bang our head on it. Okay. I guess technically we could just go ahead and start doing this, although I do need to make up cable, don't I? Excuse me. There we are. Okay, then one here, up, up. T. A T. And 5. That's not going to work. Not enough cable. Need to print off more cable. Let's go make cable. Eventually, probably move the phase change system outside. Cable. Cable. 200. It's a fair amount of copper. Spit it out. There it is. Got the pipe valves, so we got our condensation valves. Direct heat exchangers. Hot, cold. Breathable gas. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that too. There's gonna be like another room? Another Atmo room? So I forgot the Atmo room is actually against this wall. So I could probably actually go underneath. If I wanted to go, yeah, I could do a room underneath this for Atmo handling or something, I don't know. Gotta think about how I want to do it, because I made the big old atmospheric room and then they added the new gases. So I kind of shrunk down my availability on that. I can hear things. In the one room, anyway. You know, I could do is something goofy with this and do a pressure regulator or something. I'm not going to right now. So let's see. This is kind of what we're dealing with. Or do we take the gases up to the ceiling and have maybe a room on top for certain things? That might make sense. Or we could go down below, which I've been wanting to do a little bit of Mole Man. So let's see. All the pipes go up. At least these 3 pipes go up to the furnace room. How do I want to handle this? Because we're going to want carbon dioxide. And we will also want nitrogen. We will also want oxygen in our mix. Which that actually came down quite a bit. That's cool. I like that that's a low temperature. So that's another problem. No, okay. So condensation valve. On the ones that matter, I'm going to pop this, drop this over here. So we could even have like a little, almost like a catwalk little room up there with some mixing stuff. We could do that. And maybe a mixing pipe or something. And yeah, you know what? I think we could do that. Let's go grab some walls and let's play with some ideas. Walls and ladders, because I don't want to use my jetpack all the time. But it's way up. We got plenty of room. Just a single insulated gas tank, I think we'll be fine. Insulated gas tank. probably should print off insulated pipe. Gas pipe. Okay. And 200, because that's always going to get used, and that's steel and silicon. Oh, I don't have enough silicon. 1 steel. I'm almost out of steel as well. I take that back. Go. It's a start. That is a start. That's also steel. Do you have any silicon in you? Thought I ejected all of you. Okay, and I did. Make sure there's nothing in here. Didn't figure because I don't think I've ever actually activated it. Oh my goodness, copper. Yeah, you're copper, so you're good. And then I don't think, yeah, you're empty. So you've got all the silicon, which is not enough. So we do need another silicon. So let's make sure we have enough silicon. We do not have enough silicon. So there's that. Do not have enough silicon. So I gotta go mining for silicon. Great. Okay, what are we gonna have? We're gonna have oxygen. We're gonna have we're not gonna have brown. We're not gonna be dealing with brown. We're gonna have carbon dioxide. We're gonna have nitrogen. And do I just make it a mixed pipe? Do I have iron laying around? Sled, iron. Actually, you know what? This lead ingot can go. Oh, I'll just put it there. That can go get thrown into the chute network. I'm out of iron? No, no way. There's the iron. Okay. Paint. Paint. Let's make it. I feel like there's a couple new colors in here, pink and purple. Breathable. Let's make a pink can for breathable. Paint. Yeah. Pink can for breathable. We'll do that. Okay, so what are we also going to want? Probably a... Well, we got volume pumps over there, no problem. I'm going to grab some of these. Going to need a pipe analyzer, I'm sure. And an IC chip. IC housing. Don't have any IC housings. Okay. We can go ahead and print off a few of those because, yeah, we'll need it. IC housing, 10. Electronics printer. What do we need? Steel, solder. Steel and solder. There's solder. It's iron and Invar. That's not what I need. It's steel, which is in here. We'll have it dump it. Sure I don't have one? Yeah. Whatever. Ah, I forgot the walls. Jeez. Why do I have the white paint can with me? And oh, that's why. Okay. 11 walls, 33, you know, there we go. So regular walls, plastic sheets. Ladders, gonna need ladders. If I do windows, oh, I got the glass. Okay. Grab another pipe. So, let's go and come up with something. So I think over here might actually be okay for the. All right. Okay. Or I could do it on both sides. I will need grating for. Or do I just, you know, maybe grading is the way to go. There. Yeah, I'm just going to go grab the grates. I think that would be a great idea. We're building up the pressure pretty quick there. Fed by ferns. So we have... There we go, that'll work. It's a start. Anyway, that'll get me a start. Now, the idea that I had with the ceiling area is I'm going to have a space that's too wide and technically too deep if I want to avoid the tanks, so I could have a shorter room. Or great. Open, rotated. Open, rotated. Okay. Yeah, let's do it that way. Do that. What? Let's do... There we are. There we go. This is what I want. Composite floor grading. And the orientation's correct too. And then open, right? No. Ladder platform. It looks different than the rest. I don't know if that's... maybe... Wait, what? Yeah, that matches better. That matches better. That is a... Hang on a second. That bumps into the pipe. Oh. I didn't think about that. Actually put this in the wrong orientation, but maybe this will work out. You can go all the way over to the... Yeah, okay. That gives us even more room to play with. And potentially hide the embarrassing pipes. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Alright. That's... We could put some decorative there. Oh, you know what? We could even put, like, pipe meters. Because we'll have T-junction, and yeah, we could have a pipe meter, like, right here. Ooh, I like that. That's not even a T-junction. We could just have it. Well, it could be a T-junction over here. Can I walk on it? Oh, I can't tell. Let's go get some more grading printed off, which is iron. Iron. I think sometimes it's like a game of whack-a-mole. Getting distracted by everything. 20 degrees. 10 kPa. Ladder. Grading. I don't think I need too much more. I think 40 will be sufficient. Current plans. Steel for... Steel for housings. There we go. And grading needs iron. Iron. There we go. Print that off. That'd be perfect. Perfect. Now, pipe meters. I don't have that many. Volume pumps, I got a buttload over there. Huh. Okay. Alright. We're slowly getting someplace. Is it bad that I just went the breathable mix before anything else? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pressurize the breathable mix to kind of a high level, and then just have a single regulator in the room for that. And then I think I might have a set of filtration units to pull out when there's an excess of a particular type of gas. So if I'm in a room, I will be breathing the O2, dropping the O2 level, and increasing the carbon dioxide level. Nitrogen won't be affected unless I'm growing soybeans or something like that. And then,
Hunger caution.
yeah. I might have it set up so an imbalance. So let's say I make 50% carbon dioxide, 15% nitrogen, and then 35% O2. If my carbon dioxide goes up to 55%, have it kick on, or something like that. Keep the mix. Keep the mix. Take one of those with me. Take one of these with me. Got pipes. Got pipes in there. I've got pumps. All that. Okay. Alrighty, so we're gonna start by dropping this here, this here. Yeah. Go up. This actually worked out pretty well. Not you. Get my head under this? Oh, cool. I can. That's great. That is great to know. Okay, and this will be that. So, do I want to do walls or... Let's make it window. I think a window would be good. Yeah, I think window's good. Window good. Now, let's get this done before I can't access it anymore. You can get the others from down below, that's no problem. Okay, there we go, nice and shiny. Then the 2 pipe meters. So we put it here. Yeah. I'm liking it. We're gonna start with just this. I actually need to blow this out and get this situated already. So green pipe. I don't have the green pipe with me, but I'll have an orange. Okay. Oh, this is the hydrazine. Is that the one I was looking at? I was looking over here, wasn't I? Cripe. Yeah, alright. Alright, so we're done with the flooring for now. The grating. Great. Yeah, I'm going to throw that down for now. We're going to need volume pump. Maybe that. Pipes are for condensation valves, which I'm not going to worry about at the moment. Breathable, and these. Pipe analyzer is going to be up there. Pipe meter can go there. There's that. Alright, let's get started. So we're going to need carbon dioxide. It's going to be a T valve on these, and then I think a 5. Okay.
Hydration
That's not
critical.
what I wanted to do. Do that, do this, and then a T valve, T, into the, yep, the other stuff. Let's go ahead and do that with the, five. Okay. Nitrogen, same problem. Okay, that can go there because I don't need that anymore. Perfect. There's that. Is there anybody else? These look like they're ready to go. I'm not going to worry too much about the hydrazine, or not the hydrazine, the hydrochloric acid. Although that's actually pretty much. Yeah, I might need green. I already have the gray. Yeah. Okay. Good enough.
Hunger critical.
Hunger critical. Okay. Yeah, I should probably eat, drink, and be merry. Five. Three. One. Okay. We've got black can merge with black. And we will merge this around. Grab the white. White's already well established. So it would make the most sense to put my mixing over here, I would think. Actually, yellow. Let's grab a yellow pipe. That's not going to be much. Okay, so pink. Yeah, eat, drink, be merry, right? Okay, so before I get too wild, if I pull out this insulated tank, I just can't cross. So I could put it like right here. Maybe not right there, but right here. Here. That feels like it's almost too far away. Again. That's also too far down, I think. Oh, maybe that's right. It still feels weird. Yeah, no, that's too far forward. Come on. Let's put it where I want it. There. Okay, so this will be the place where our mix would go. Yeah, we could make this work. Go this way, and we would see. We're gonna have to get maybe this. Right? Because I don't think I've got that going anywhere. That'll work. I think that'll work. Is that a 3? I don't think that's a 3. Oh, it is a 3. Okay, cool. There we go. So we at least have an idea for where that needs to go. Yeah, okay. Let's eat, drink, be merry. Eat, drink, be merry. Maybe? Yeah, we're almost to... Jeez. Losing health quick. Okay. Definitely a lot of pipe being laid. A lot of pipe being laid. Then, you know, the nice thing, this will be eventually... Yeah, this is an old tank. Everything will be greenhouse stable. Okay, let's not get too crazy. I won't write the code tonight. But the thought will be to have it ready to go. Oh, right. There's the, there's that. Volume pumps, I've got those on me. Pipe valves, condensation valve, pipe meter. Don't need a pipe meter. Actually, yes, I do need a pipe meter. Do need a pipe meter. So that's going to go onto the tank right here. We want to be able to read that. And a pipe analyzer. It's going to have to go on a straight pipe. Probably like that. Pipe analyzer. And IC housing, let's do the compact right there. Oh, it looks like crap. Mounted in the floor. That's going to be a little fun. So to do that, we have to what? Rip this up to get to it. Alright. Alright. Silly, but we can make that work. So that's right there. And we're going to want a... Okay. I'm trying to think of how we want to do this. Maybe... Let's do it this way. So that's the 10. Let's have it go straight down here. So 5 and a 3. Or whatever. Five and a 10. Okay. Let's have this come also down in a T. Okay. Buy that for $1. And ooh, this. Okay. Okay. Alright. Don't need the yellow pipe, so we can just kind of combine that there. And then the idea with this would be we would have our 3 volume pumps. And then we come down to here. Okay. Ooh. I think we can make this work. Oh, these are backwards. That's better. This will look a little silly, but we can make it work. Down, down, down. You and you are going to be connected. You go right here, and then let's come up here. Okay. Okay, so we've got our volume pumps. Let's go ahead and we're going to call this one. Ooh. Carbon dioxide. That's a good question. What would you actually call that? Is a hash. Interesting. I have to think about how to do that one. I don't think... Well, we'll rename it, but for now we're going to call it CO2, N2, and O2. Chuck it on the ground. Chuck it on the ground. Pipe analyzer. It's fine. Alright. And the idea there will be... Okay. We'll program this later. Have this on its own independent circuit, basically. But we're going to go for a partial pressure. And load that up pretty high. I think at 30 megapascal or something. I think 30 megapascal will be fine for loading that up. And then have a pressure regulator in each room. Set to... Hey, look at that. We got less than 10 minutes. You know what? I am actually interested to see what our power situation looks like. So let's go run outside real quick. See how we're doing. So this battery bank is pretty much empty. This battery bank is empty. That's a solar array. And then this battery bank over here seems fishy. One of these blown? Wait, no. Wait, that doesn't even make sense. That's weird. Unless I do have a blow on here somewhere. Not seeing it. Huh. I feel like those should at least be blinking. They need to be reset? Weird. Because everybody else is charged. I don't know why those guys wouldn't be. Unpowered. That's strange. That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh. Okay. Wait, back to unpowered. I mean, I know you're... Okay. Fully confused, but alright. So power situation is not terrible. I mean... That doesn't seem like it should be on at all. What's your name? 03. 03, 03, 03, 03, 03. 002s and 01s. 03 shouldn't even be on. Whatever. I'm not going to argue with it. How are we doing out here? Kind of curious. What's the temperature here? 152 degrees here. We're still doing a lot of, probably excessive on the cooling. Over here. 101 degrees there. 50-degree change. Alright. Let me crack this open and see how hot it is in there. We are 500 degrees. I've got 2 wireless batteries and a nuclear battery, and I've got a spare nuclear there. The idea is if I just do some light driving, then the wireless batteries will be good enough. Okay, so that's post-production. Whee! Okay, alright, good. So power situation isn't too bad. That's good. That is good. We have our liquid nitrogen, we just have to have a cryo-chamber. Which we can't use unless we have a... What are you doing in there? Unless we have a good atmosphere that we can take our suit off, because we can't go into the cryo-chamber without it. Let's go check here and get our... Should have some pipes floating around. Lots of pipes. That, do that. All right. 13. 13. All right, good. Okay. Let's go lay out a few of these just to make it a little easier to not lose track of things up in the catwalk area. I guess probably get our air mix tomorrow. Still want to get the water done, but that's... I gotta think about how I want to do that. Because we're gonna have to take alcohol, which is way over there, bring it in here and mix it with the O2. And that's not too terrible, but I don't want to have the fuel line run too far because I just know that's going to be trouble. And let's run the... I can't switch those, so let's drop that on the ground. Run it like that. Run it like that. Run it like that. And run it like that. And one more. There. That's covered. Now we'll pull O2. Not going to worry about O2 because that made it all the way down. Let's go with carbon dioxide now. Straight 10. Straight 10. Do that, and then do that. And then another straight 10. That looks pretty good. Okay. Now nitrogen. Nitrogen. Straight 10. Straight 10. More straight 10. Okay, there's that. And then I guess the last bit would be the pollutant, because yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's grab pollutant. Grab you off the ground. Okay, put you back in. Grab you. And then we're going to, I guess it would be right here. This would be the pollutant line. Okay, 5. 5 and 1. There we go. Run that way. And guess we'll split that off and run it that way. That way. Grabbed all that plumbing and not enough. Not enough. So now I could save the pollutant that I got off of the furnace if I really wanted to. Which, actually, I don't think I have enough availability because I think I start getting into the furnaces. So this might be a dead end for most of those pipes. But we can do some minor mixing. I like that. Like, we can do some minor mixing. So we can, yeah, figure something out for this. Yeah, so this got all of our plumbing over here. So we got availability for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gases. 7 gases and an eighth for something. Maybe we'll run power straight through here. Would make sense to run power through there. Wait a minute, can we run? Oh, we can run through there. That's awesome. That is awesome. So I gotta figure out where the heavy cable. Yeah. Oh, whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. This is right. That's the hydrochloric acid. So we don't care about that one. We don't care about that one. And this, yeah. Let's get. Some of this framed in. Oh no. Oh no. Can't get to the back corner. Let's see if I can drop down and I might be able to squirrel my way in here. Yeah, okay. Good. I can squeeze. For right there anyway. That's good. There's a white frame right there. Might have to adjust that. That's pretty decent. Yeah, we'll frame this up, call it good. Nice and shiny. Oh, those are. That works. I could actually frame those off with a, if I had the walls with me, I could frame it off with walls. The walls are down here. Walls are down here. That's going to be a composite window. Window. Looking good. Looking good. Alright. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Slowly coming together. Of course, the underside is going to have something done to it. Make it look a little pretty. But this is just kind of cosmetic anyway. Cosmetic, keep me up here out of trouble, something like that. Then I think I will keep the bare ceiling so I can see the plumbing. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have too much for finish in this room. That looks good. That looks good. It's slowly coming together. So we'll get the air mix tomorrow. For sure. And then maybe we start working on the water. Because I guess that gives me the opportunity, because right now I run it through a bunch of Sterlings outside. I could run it a bunch of Sterlings outside as well, but just more in series. Yeah, I think that might be the trick. So I can have my, what we need. Bring the alcohol in here somehow. Tap off the oxygen. Have a mixing area. Drop it into a combustor that's going to be insulated. I should probably pull the brown pipe up here somehow too. That might not be a bad idea. Yeah, I like that. Or I could even, ooh, yeah, if I have the brown pipe, instead of having the filter out there for the alcohol, just have the brown pipe in here. I could do that. Then I could pull the alcohol right out of that pipe into a little small storage area. And then, yeah, that's what I'll do. I think. If I remember that tomorrow, that'll be impressive. 1, but that'll be good. 2. I think that's what I'll do. I'll just run the brown pipe for the liquid. So instead of having this filter here, I'll just take that pipe and run it into the brown. And yeah, then we'll have our alcohol production. Yeah, because how much alcohol do I have? I have 100 liters of alcohol, which is 1/4 of the total volume capacity of the pipe network. So I could probably actually run another batch of stuff. We're almost to the point where we can breathe in here again. Almost. Four megapascal. Okay. Alright, alright. Dig it. Life's a garden. Oh boy, got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna have to throw my suit on the ground. Eat, we will drink, we will be merry, and we will call it a night. So, did not get the water system together like I wanted to, but I think we've laid some very good foundation for all of our gaseous adventures to come. Hopefully I left enough room. Tried to predict how much I would need, and I think I did okay, especially if I utilize that upper area. 30 megapascals, a little warm, but that's why we've got an air conditioner in here. Got an air conditioner in here, so alright. Yeah, let's do this. Let us do this. Okay. That. Uh-huh. Run 100 of these. That'll be fine. Actually, I have enough room in the chutes and everything. It wouldn't matter if I shortchanged it a little. Do that. Yeah. Okay. We are going to start centrifuging. And then we will sort, drop everything out. Take our... Yeah, we're not making charcoal anymore. We're making alcohol. So that should be, I'm assuming, another 100 liters, which will give me half of the tank. Hopefully I don't overdo it. So I don't think I've taken any alcohol out of there, except for what decomposed. I don't think it was much. We're good on all the seeds, right? All the seeds have met? Okay, yeah, so I don't need to pull anything. With the exception of, I really should throw in some watermelon. So maybe another batch. I could even do some more ferns. Move this darn pipe out of the way eventually. I'll be happy with that. So we didn't get quite as far as I would have hoped, but you know, it's like whack-a-mole. Always something popping up, keep you distracted. So yeah. So anyway, with that, I would like to thank everybody for watching, and we will catch you next time.